Greetings! This is General CJG here, coming to you with our newest reaction on a new piece of Disney Star Wars content media. This time, one that came out of nowhere, the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer. Holy shit, this one's gonna be something. So, joining me here is my two co-hosts and partners. Introduce yourselves.
Jedi Master Daniel 96 standing by. This is the way.
Mm-hmm. And?
Wedge Antilles standing by, and I have spoken.
All right.
Indeed. So, without further ado, shall we react to this new trailer?
I've been dying all day to watch it. Let's get the show on the road.
I am
Okay.
ready.
Ready. So,
We-
3, 2, 1, go. Planet. Or
I think it's a gas giant, in all honesty.
It
from
could
the
be, yeah.
patterns on the surface.
yeah, it could be.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, like the Star Wars version of Jupiter.
Yeah. Isn't
Yeah.
that the man? Isn't
Or-
why is the door open? Is it
Yeah, that
damaged?
thing's busted up. You probably
Oh,
got
yeah.
attacked.
Lucasfilm logo.
Show me the one who
Oh, there's
safely
a
deemed
Mandalorian.
such destruction.
Hey, there's Baby Yoda.
There he is.
Does
The
this,
child.
Reunited with its own kind.
Leg pad look new.
Oh, look.
That's the
Becca.
one piece of armor they didn't
Tusken
replace.
Raiders.
The songs of eons past.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda again.
Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers
The
called
Star Wars audience
Jedi.
must love the Baby Yoda. Oh.
Oh, there's the
Expect
cloaked
me to search
figure.
the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers.
And of course she disappears. Baby
Also,
Yoda.
this is a Corin
This is the
Moncala port. Do you think this is gonna be the first appearance of Dak or something?
Oh, now X-Wings.
X-Wings.
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one way. That's some sort of new TIE fighter.
Place for a child.
Ooh, jetpacks!
There he
Wherever
goes.
I go, he goes.
Oh.
So I've heard.
Oh.
Something.
Ah! It got ugly
Yeah.
quickly. Ooh.
Stabbed.
Wow, we rarely see stabbing in Star Wars in live action.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn. Okay, that was something. So, quick thoughts on that before we go piece by piece. What do you guys think?
That was something pretty
I
awesome.
love how it showed us nothing about the series, because if they give away too much, it's gonna set up too many expectations for people. But by giving us nothing, I think that's perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I would see that.
I
like,
agree.
and then plus,
It's like
yeah,
me
with all,
wanting more.
oh, yeah, true. I think that could be why they've been holding off on this trailer, because probably they want to try to edit it to give us something little as possible, because they don't want to give any big revelations away.
Yes.
Like of all these rumors of Boba Fett coming back, which that's one I can see with them returning to Tatooine. The Ahsoka one, I mean, depending on that, I mean, that can be 50-50. I mean, they probably don't want to give it away whether it's happening or not.
We'll have to see. So, anyway, trailer was awesome, and I want to go piece by piece with it, actually. So, let's go piece by piece. So, the first thing we see is this, I guess, gas giant and the actual planet with the ocean and the forest and stuff. The continent stuff. That seems to be the moon, I believe. Akin
Yeah.
to Yavin 4 in some ways. So there's that.
Could be, yeah.
Then we see the Mandalorian ship apparently busted because the door in the back is straight up open.
Yeah, like the Razor Crest is beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of it looked like it was in a fight. So my guess is, I have two guesses. I think either that's Boba Fett in the Slave One, or just other bounty hunters going after the child.
You
Because I
mean
think the
Baby
Imperial
Yoda?
Remnant still wants him.
You mean Baby
Yeah.
Yoda as a child? Or who?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just used the official in quotes name.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Baby Yoda is more of like the slang term, even like the more because no one knows what Yoda's species is.
Yeah.
Hardcore or casual doesn't know what Yoda's species is because it isn't revealed in any Star Wars media what Yoda and Yaddle are.
Yeah, indeed. So there's, I mean, George Lucas wanted to keep that secret for a reason. Disney
True.
can pretty much do whatever they want if they want to reveal it or not. So it's up to them. So anyway, so next we see the Mandalorian with Baby Yoda walking on some outside of some sort of city at night.
And it hurts. I think there's like, is there like graffiti writing?
I
Like,
know
I
what.
have to
Cause
check that. Hold on.
I don't
yeah,
know
that's what I thought. Heard
where.
some people point that out, like
Where's the
if it,
graffiti?
on the walls.
Oh, I think it's in the next shot. Let's go a bit further. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean now. Yes, yes. Okay, when the
Yeah,
Mandalorian Baby
because
Yoda now we're seeing them from the back. Yeah, the graffiti's on the right and the left as well.
true, which probably could be a possible. I don't know if this is the whole potential Sabine setup
Mm.
that's
Here's the
been going
thing, though.
around.
Here's the thing. What if that's like not how it's actually supposed to look?
Yeah.
Because like I remember what they did for the Infinity War trailer for the Avengers is that they inserted shots that were completely different in the film by like removing certain characters, putting others. And what I'm thinking is, what if they did the same thing where there is Sabine's spray paintings there, but they removed them for this trailer?
Good possibility. Because
Maybe.
if this, like, if this Sabine and Ahsoka rumor becomes true, this could set up the Rebels sequel series. Because this, would takes place, in between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see a Tusken Raider in a bantha, and I think the Mandalorian ship going through Tatooine. It has to be Tatooine. There's no way it
Yeah,
isn't.
because
sure.
even in the leaked photos from Entertainment Weekly, they have that they're going back to Tatooine, and then this is probably where the Boba Fett rumor comes into play. It looks like Boba Fett is surviving the Sarlacc pit in the new canon.
Thank you, Disney Star Wars. I love that you did once again prove to you haters to shut the hell up. So there's that. Anyway, the next shot, it's the same ship. Is it on the same planet, Tatooine, or is it somewhere else?
Looks more like a snow planet to me.
Yeah.
I've seen some people theorize this was Starkiller Base, as in like Ilum, because because there was an article that released like a year or two ago saying like how the Mandalorian is going to explore some aspects of the First Order.
Yeah,
So
I
what
did
I'm guessing
remember
is-
that.
Wait.
I'm guessing by going back to Ilum, it'll help him connect to like the sorcerers, which are the Jedi, since that was a planet that was like a rite of passage.
True,
Yeah.
like with all the Jedi crystals and all that. I would,
Exactly.
yeah, Ilum would be a good one to connect that. Like,
That'll
but
be
Ilum in the live action would be pretty cool. I mean, we've seen it in both Clone Wars shows. Ilum.
Didn't they?
Oh,
Wait. Didn't they say in the sequel trilogy? I don't remember if it was Visual Dictionary, whatever, that the Starkiller Base was completely built in the unknown regions.
it was pretty much hinted at that it was Ilum forever until like basically Fallen Order confirmed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I heard something like that.
I'm
Also,
I'm still wondering how they managed to move the entire planet without the rest of the galaxy noticing it. But whatever, the sequel trilogy, it's a whole can of worms.
no, I think they actually specifically moved Ilum in the like those like reference books specifically to the unknown regions.
I see. Anyway, so that's another one. So, oh, by the way, the next frame it is indeed confirmed that it is a snow planet because Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian are on a snowy landscape with the ship behind. So it is a snowy planet.
If you notice, the ship's completely broken down. I think that shot from the beginning is gonna lead to that.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah,
that's like my analyzation. Super analyzation that I use for like all the fucking sequel trilogy trailers. So sorry.
Well, that'll be something. And the next shot is the Mandalorian going through some sort of port.
Yeah.
For some sort of port.
It's filled
So
with Quarren and Mon Calamari.
That could be more
yeah,
where he's on that boat. So this could be Mon Cala, I think.
Yeah.
it's possible. Yeah.
Or it could be like a colony planet, as like I think Eckhart's Ladder pointed out on Twitter, or Admiral Nick.
Yeah. Indeed.
So that's
So
gonna be really, really cool if it is like
Yeah.
either one. Because wouldn't this be like basically the first like real either live action or version of it?
mhm.
Oh, like I'd like to see Mon Cala in the live action. I mean, I remember even watching it in the 2003 Clone Wars and being blown away by it.
And I think there's
Yeah.
other sources that also showed Mon Calamari in detail, besides the books, of course.
Yeah.
So
Watch this be like a water world type like planet,
Um,
like in the Kevin Costner movie. That'd be so weird, but
Oh,
like pretty cool.
oh
was
man,
something.
give us that would be kind of cool. Like that would be kind of cool. Like if this brought us some stuff from like that appeared in the animated shows, the EU books and comics, and the new canon books and comics, like of planets that make it to the live action.
yeah.
Oh my god! Imagine you see like there's like a top view shot where there's like you see under the water and you see like broken down like droids and stuff from like
Oh,
that battle.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
because it was like season 4 of the '08 Clone Wars.
Hmm.
That would be something. The next shot, we see a woman hooded, watching, I suppose, the Mandalorian in that
Is
same
this-
city.
Hmm.
That's
Do you
important.
think this is the sorcerer person they're talking about?
Who? What sorcerer
hood.
person?
I don't know, because there was a while back a list of leaked episode names, and one of them was the sorcerer. I wonder if this is it, or if that is the potential Ahsoka twist.
I
That
think that's the
happens.
Ahsoka twist.
Yeah, because that's what I
Hmm.
think. Like,
I'd
But-
like to say that. However, if you notice very well in the close-ups to that character, you notice that she doesn't seem to like it's very difficult to discern if she actually has like the whatever hair she has on the head, that is the Togrutas have. Instead of hair, they have like something else. I don't know what it's called.
I don't. A
'Cause
Q
you
or
don't
something of that's a Twi'lek thing.
Because you don't see that there. You don't see because the head looks completely
Yeah.
human. If you
It
notice,
looks more human. I've heard some people speculate it could be Sabine. out of Mandalorian
she doesn't.
armor in
She
a
doesn't
cloak.
look. She doesn't look like Sabine. And not to mention,
Yeah.
isn't she dead in TCW?
Sabine is in Rebels. I'm talking
Wait.
about the Mandalorian character
Ah,
in Rebels. Sabine,
I-
not Obi-Wan's love
Yeah,
interest.
yeah.
Sabine.
My bad. Not Satine. It's Sabine. My bad.
Yeah. Think
Okay.
about like Sabine.
Yeah.
Wren.
I know who it is. I just confuse names. Anyway, so then we
I
see.
don't think that's Sabine Wren though.
Yeah, I kind of
'Cause-
skeptical if that is true.
For me, my reasoning is that in all other like canon material, she's always been portrayed as Asian.
Yeah.
What does she look like in here?
Well, because it's played by the WWE wrestler Sasha
Yeah.
Banks.
Yeah. Oh, we could have had
Who's
Neo
not
Reality for
Asian.
this.
Well, but he's busy. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, so that'll be interesting. Then Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian just exchange faces, and then streaming this October, then we see the Mandalorian now being on the ship, on water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is
it's kind of
Got-
cool.
yeah,
Do you
like we
think
go.
the X-Wings is some sort of New Republic escort, or like do you think they're gonna like he's like sort of entering New Republic space, and he's like and they're trying to escort him or like warn him, sort of like when when the Falcon enters Cloud City and you have the Cloud Cars show up. Do you think that's that kind of situation, or do you think it's going to be like the setup for the battle, which will get him like destroyed?
I think it could be either one.
Maybe it could be either one. Yeah. Who knows? So anyway, next.
There's a lot of clouds. So do you
Yeah.
think that could be Cloud City?
Um,
No, because it's on. Because I don't remember Cloud City having water on the ground.
I don't know
No, no,
what
no,
the
because
one that.
it's the cloud like with the X-wings.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that one. So you're
I mean,
confused because right now they're in space.
in the
So
clouds, yeah, could be either entering a planet or something.
yeah,
Hmm.
they could be entering a planet for all I know. Because
Yeah, or who knows? Maybe they do return to Bespin or something.
who knows? But I got a question: are the X-wings following him, or are they gonna shoot him down?
That's a
I
good.
think I think they're gonna follow him to escort him somewhere. That's my guess.
Yeah,
Reason why I say that is
it.
because when you see them in space, they seem to be following him, escorting him. But then later on, it seems that they're like going to shoot him down. They didn't shoot, but still, I don't know. Well, if they didn't
Yeah,
throw
I
any
mean,
lasers, then maybe it's just
yeah.
escorting.
Sometimes trailers don't put everything in a specific order.
It's probably for the best, yeah.
Yeah,
Indeed. So, okay, so they're following them. Then the Mandalorians in a speeder, I guess, on Tatooine because it looks sandy.
yeah,
So could be that. Then the next shot we see Gina's character, if I'm not mistaken. She was the
yeah,
actress was in Deadpool, the first one.
yeah.
So,
Cara Dune is the character. Then we have Grief Karga, which is the other guy.
mm, yep, indeed. This planet, what is it?
Looks like Tatooine,
Oh,
or is it no?
oh, it's
The
probably the one from the where the showdown was, like the main series was taking place.
yeah. What was it
'Cause I
called
recognize
again?
the gate.
Yeah, Narvan. It started with an N. I forget the name. Not Nelvon, which was in the
Oh,
'03 Clone Wars. It wasn't that.
no, not that.
Navarro. Am I right?
That's
I think.
Yeah, I know it starts with an N and it has a V in it.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So then we see some new TIE fighter designs, which now the wings can fold and
Yeah, that was like Moff Gideon's TIE fighter. I wonder if that's his other. I mean,
Gideon's.
because the villain in season one finale, but
Oh,
after his TIE fighter crashed, he opens the thing with the dark saber.
I see. Their designs look a lot similar to the TIE Hunters from Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you know those. It's the TIEs that do have the S foils as well, and as well as ion cannons and proton torpedoes. Like they're some of the best TIEs that you can find in the EU, as well as the TIE Defenders and others. But so yeah,
Yeah,
they remind
TIE
me a lot of that.
Defender is in the new canon, which is recanonized in Rebels.
I see. Interesting. So, okay, next we see some stormtroopers. I thought the Empire was dead, according to the Aftermath trilogy. Oh wait, they're gonna retcon it. I forgot.
Or they go. It's pretty much. I think they're the Imperial Remnant.
but the Remnant was fully destroyed 1 year after Episode 6. The Aftermath trilogy specifically stated that.
True. Now they're gonna go with some retcon. Pretty much. 'Cause, I mean, we had stormtroopers in season one as well. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
at this point, who cares? The timeline's broken because of Episode 9 anyway. So whatever.
true. Probably they're gonna use like some Probably you could say this is like. Probably you could say it was like. I don't know. The Battle of Jakku was probably the other main part of the Empire they destroyed, and now it's just like scraps.
Could be possible those are just warlords that use the stormtroopers. So that they could say like, oh, the Empire is officially destroyed, but there are warlords out there that are like trying to either create their own that are trying to create their own empire actually instead of rebuild the original.
It could
Yeah,
be
that
though.
could be like what's building up to the First Order
It could
being created.
It could be, though. All three of us know that the Aftermath trilogy made it specifically clear the Empire ended with their third book, so they're gonna retcon that.
Yeah.
So
Because I could see them being more like how the EU did with Warlords of the Week or something.
they
Remember
could
what
do
people-
that.
Yeah,
they could do
who
that.
knows? Like maybe we see Natasi Dala in the new canon or Usain Izzard in the new canon.
I think they'll bring their own take on warlords. So
Maybe they'll bring in, maybe with Thrawn post Rebels, they could
if
use
he
him
survives.
in this timeline as
It-
well. If they use Grand Admiral Thrawn,
if he survived the tentacle monsters from the unknown regions, I believe.
yeah, the hyperspace whales.
Yeah, those. So next we see some scout troopers on speeder bikes. Yeah, I really think the Empire is not as dead as we thought. So there's
Yeah.
that. Yeah, they're going on speeder bikes, and then we see the Mandalorian in some sewer of sorts.
The jetpack, you mean?
No. It's one
yeah,
frame.
I know what you
it's
mean.
one
in
frame
the
before
sewer
jetpack.
thing,
Yeah,
where
like
he's trying to.
the Mandalorian's trying to like get air before getting drowned in water. It's one frame before jetpack wedge. 118.
Okay.
So it's. I wonder if that's Jabba's palace or something, because the crate does kind of look like it, or maybe I'm just
Yeah,
imagining
or
things.
just or it could be somewhere else that has something similar.
Yeah, it could be. Could be indeed. So, okay, now we do see the jetpack. And yes, a Mandalorian for jetpack. Definitely. Yes. I mean,
He
that's.
finally, he gets the jetpack. Yeah, at the end of season 1, he gets the jetpack. Because I remember in it was like the second or third episode. He's, when they first say, "This is the way," like we see him in the ship, and then one of the Mandalorians flying says, and then Din, who's who is the Mandalorian, the main character, he says, "I gotta get one of those." Or
And he got one of those.
at the end,
Well, jetpacks are awesome.
yeah.
They're always were cool. Then we see the Mandalorian. Oh, in the same city that we saw him walking in the night. He tied somebody in a lamppost. That's something. That's definitely something. Then we see him exploring the ice planet, entering some sort of caves.
Mhm.
Yeah, it could be. Oh,
Could
there's Baby
be.
Yoda. Oh, wait. Then something's like going to crash on the planet. What's that? Is that taking a cue from Master Chief coming from the ship using a debris as landing? I don't know. Just imagining things. It's probably just a ship. So
Yeah.
then next, a boxing ring or some sort of arena ring.
Yeah, like where he's in some arena, and that's where he kind of meets up the guys, and then where he confronts them, and then stabs one of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, indeed. So yeah, they surround him with the guns, and they're like, and Baby Yoda's like, yeah, I'll not see this, and then all sorts of fighting happens.
Oh yeah, and then he's like dead stabs one of the guys.
We don't really see. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen the Baronians in live action. That's something. And yeah, the Baronian was stabbed in the torso chest. That's we haven't seen people getting stabbed with outside of lightsabers. We haven't seen them get stabbed with actual melee weapons since I don't think any other live action source has shown that. I believe.
Yeah, no, I can't recall off the top of my head.
Which can you think of? Because I don't. As far as
in the Mandalorian, that lady who was throwing all the knives, the Twi'lek lady.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
and the one on that ship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. So, yep, the Baronian goes down. Oh, wait, is the Baronian or is it Zabrak? Oh, I think it's a Zabrak. Yeah. So, and then the Mandalorian, Star Wars Mandalorian. New season streaming October 30. And, of course, at the end, we have to see Disney plus Pixar plus Marvel plus Star Wars plus National Geographic.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's pretty much the trailer, guys. So, final thoughts? What did you guys thought of it?
Really good. Can't wait. And can't wait to see how the story plays out. And one more thing that they didn't show. I remember last year, Jon Favreau tweeted on his Twitter a model of a Gamorrean that would appear in season 2, and I didn't see that.
A model of a what?
It's the two. It's those two Gamorreans fighting on the stage.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I missed. Yeah, that could be it. And then also, yeah, as I said, probably with these rumors of like Ahsoka, Sabine, Boba Fett appearing, I think those are going to be one of the big revelations that
Boba Fett
could
is probably going to be
happen.
the biggest one, I believe, because it's the one that's been probably I've seen it's the one that's been hinted the most for Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think if the Ahsoka bit is true, that could be one giving it to Baby Yoda or something, or that one lady we see, or she's a villain. And another one that was missing was Moff Gideon. Probably he's a big surprise.
He did survive season 1, if I recall.
Yeah, with the dark, because that's how he has the dark saber.
I
Well, he
see.
did reveal that there's going to be a big fight scene with a lightsaber. So,
Oh.
do you think he's going to be fighting Ahsoka or the Mando?
Yeah,
I would
I want.
prefer the Mando, to be honest.
Yeah, because he's the main character. I wonder if like he uses like someone to fight with the darks. I wonder if he becomes the new Mandalore.
Would be
And
interesting.
another one, like yeah, because there was also talk of Bo-Katan appearing in season 2, but I think that's gonna be more with the dark saber on how Moff Gideon got it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I think's gonna happen. What do you guys think?
Possibly, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think we're going to probably hear something from like the Night Owls or something like Death Watch, and then Bo Katan will be involved.
Yeah, or we'll get like some flashback unless like Moff Gideon killed her or something.
Yeah, for the dark saber, which is entirely possible.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's the thing. Like, and maybe who knows what will happen in the future. I could see maybe it pulling because some people said this could pull more of a Rebels effect, where Rebels sort of started out with its main characters. Then, like around season 2, you kind of get like characters from Clone Wars. Then you had like Darth Vader, who was a movie character. Then you had the Inquisitors, which were kind of like the main villains.
Wasn't
And
Mon
then,
Mothma there somewhere, or Princess
yeah,
Leia?
she was like season 3 and all that. But I
Wasn't
mean,
also season 2 or
yeah, I think so. And then in for a movie character in like in the first season of Rebels, you had like what's its Lando appeared. Then you had like Tarkin would appear in episodes. I mean, he did appear in other episodes and other seasons here and there. I wonder if this rumors are true, like if Mandalorian's gonna follow that trend where it sort of kind of gets characters from the other sources, and then let's say maybe in Mandalorian season 3 we see someone from the expanded universe get recanonized. So I wonder if it is Mandalorian's gonna follow that.
If they were canonize something from the expanded universe in the Mandalorian, I would say it probably would be a few Mandalorian characters. If you ask me, it would make it would because just as you said, Daniel. If the Mandalorian is going to become the new Mandalore, then that means that they're going to have to bring in some Mandalorians. And what better way to bring some Mandalorians than besides creating some new ones? Maybe bring one or two of the more popular ones from the expanded universe. Obviously, it has to be from post Return of the Jedi, unless they want to completely make Canderous Ordo exist in post Return of the
Maybe they
Jedi.
could mention. Maybe they can mention like in future seasons like Revan.
Yeah, they could bring what Mandalorians existed post Return of the Jedi besides Boba Fett.
Ooh. I mean, you have his granddaughter Mercha Gev, but that's like way later in the timeline in Legends.
Yeah, it could
I can't
be.
think off the top of my head. I mean, Boba Fett, I could see for possible things like that's where I could see the whole Tamara Morrison appearing. I wouldn't surprise me if him reprising his role as Boba Fett, but there's rumors of Captain Rex appearing, and I could see like Tamara playing both.
What
the
character?
Rex is old. He should be dying soon.
Yeah,
True.
he should be dead.
I
Honestly,
I would say I think him as Boba would be likely.
to be honest, okay. Which characters you want to see in the Mandalorian? Which ones you don't want to see in the Mandalorian? From Disney Star Wars, of course.
I don't know. I think they should have a balance of creating their own characters and use existing characters from other sources sparingly. Like, they shouldn't be coming for fans. I mean, Boba Fett could work because they could be like some showdown with the Mandalorian and Boba Fett.
Oh, there is one they could actually bring to basically they could try Jodo casts because he actually was alive all the way into Post of the Jedi, though until 5 maybe why if yeah. So they could try to bring him back in some way. It's their own canon. They could do it if they want. They could just say that this guy is impersonating. This guy is think of it this way: like there's this Boba Fett came back, but it's not Boba Fett. It's just somebody using a similar looking armor of his. And then once the Mandalorian just finds Jodocast something, maybe even beats him, then the real Boba Fett somehow shows up and he's like, "Good job, you beaten the imposter. Now let's see how you can do against me."
I think I read
Wasn't
a
it
rumor.
the Aftermath guy?
Yes,
Like the guy who
'cause I
found
did.
the Cobb Vanth, I think.
Yeah, I heard there's possibilities of him appearing.
Because he was the one who was last found with the armor.
Yeah, that could be it.
What do you
Because
guys
I
think?
could see there's some fight. Because even at the end of like episode 5 in season 1, there's a guy in Boba Fett's armor, which kind of screams Boba Fett. When I first saw that, I'm like, I think Boba Fett is surviving the Sarlacc pit in the new canon.
What do you guys think of my idea of having first Jodocast actually show up, but and maybe he even fights the Mandalorian, maybe the Mandalorian beats him, and then the real Boba Fett shows up. What do you guys think of that idea?
That could be
don't know.
stunned. And then,
That could be just either absolutely crazy or it could be like a little convoluted. Like if not pulled off right.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Obviously, they had to pull it right to make it work. If not, then it could just be like trying to rip out the expanded universe in some way. Though, I mean, hell, here's the thing. Maybe they don't need to call the character Jodocast. They could just have another person using Mandalorian armor doing something similar to Jodocast. However,
like the Cobb guy from the Aftermath trilogy they could use.
Maybe they could use that. Yeah.
Because I did hear there's a rumor that we could get some connection to the Aftermath trilogy in this season. So we could see that, and then that's why we could see Tamara coming in. Because I think Timothy Oliphant is going to play the character from the Aftermath trilogy, so we could see something like that. And then another thing, I could see if they pull anything from Legends. I could see a lot of the warlords, like the Imperial warlords people. Let's say they bring in like Dala or Izzard, kind of those people could work. If you want to even, heck, they could even bring like Talon Card in this series.
Yeah, maybe they could. So that would be so. Okay, so some sort of Jodocast character, or somebody just filling the same role as he did before could be here. Who else? Who else do you guys want to see here? Obviously, it has to be from Disney Star Wars, or maybe some new characters you'd like to see.
I think Iden Versio could work.
Iden Versio
from the Battlefront games.
But she would have to be on the side of the rebels.
True, because the campaign takes place not long after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, so I don't. Not to mention the Empire. Oh yeah, she would have to be with the rebellion because the Empire.
Because she's at Jakku in the game,
and the Empire is pretty much like tumbling apart anyway. So.
And then also we'll need what's the other one's name we need? Maybe Dr. I wonder if we could use Dr. Aphra, because we don't know where she ends up after the events of the original trilogy.
Do you really actually not know? Like, what happened to her the last time?
I haven't read much of her stuff. So, because I know her, because I think, they're all shifting the Marvel comics to be like now between episode 5 and 6. So, Wedge, what do you think of a Dr. Aphra appearance in The Mandalorian?
I think it's pretty likely.
I
So
could
considering
see.
we haven't gotten any big Asian castings that were like leaked, I don't know
Well,
if it's gonna happen.
Okay,
yeah.
so Dr. Reference's last appearance was actually in Star Wars Bounty Hunters 1. And that takes place in 3 ABY, so sometime in episode 5.
Yeah, so Afra, maybe she could appear, but because Afra, I would say, is like she's like on par of popularity, like how Mara Jade and Thrawn and the Solo Kids and Ben Skywalker, etc., are for the expanded universe.
Possibly, I
Yeah.
can't comment on that. So there's that. So yeah, I guess she's one. Who else?
Mm, who else? I mean, we've had Moff Gideon. He's gonna play a big role. Rex will probably be too old for all this. Um, the Ahsoka thing is pretty likely. Wouldn't surprise me, and because in the Sabine bit, because I could see that tie, like possibly marketing the Rebel sequel show of it, which I think it will eventually happen,
Hmm.
and maybe I don't know, maybe then we'll get Thrawn in live action, which I think would be pretty cool.
I don't think so because of the whole Rebels sequel show. Because the whole premise of it is that they have to find Thrawn and Ezra.
Ezra, yeah, I could see if Ahsoka and Sabine appear. I think it's gonna be a cameo
Yeah.
as they're on the quest of finding Ezra and Thrawn.
Yeah, indeed. So I
Do you
guess.
think the Mandalorians like sort of not family, but like how do you say like their house is closely related to the Ren or like
So
Vizsla
okay,
family
so
or
okay,
Hmm.
okay. This is how I know the Mandalorians work, but in the expanded universe, I don't know how it is in Disney Star Wars. So the Mandalorians, they had this sort of Mandalorian code called the Resonare. It basically dictated what the Mandalorians should always do and not do in terms of what following the code to make sure that they are fully Mandalorians. If they didn't do that, they would be considered Dar Manda, which is no longer Mandalorians or
Hmm.
non-Mandalorians, something like
I
that.
wonder if they could recanonize that,
We'll
the
we'll see.
Resonare.
We'll see. So,
That'd be kind of good if they recanonize the um, what is the thing? The
I think
language Mandoa.
I think they're gonna change it up a lot just because
Dave Filoni.
I don't know from how they're portraying Mandalorians. I think they're doing like they're treating it more as like a religion rather than like
There
a
is there's just one problem. Like if they try to make the Mandalorians like they were in the expanded universe pre 2008, they're gonna have to completely retcon Dave Filoni's episodes on Mandalorian, particular season 2 and 3 and 4 and
Yeah,
5.
or they'll do something, I don't know, because I know in the expanded universe they made it more into factions. Because I know in some EU sources that I've read that they referred to the TCW Mandalorians as the new Mandalorians.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's mostly because of Dave Filoni.
Yeah, so
So
I mean,
well,
which I
what if it?
think.
Go ahead.
Hang on, yeah, I'd like to see them. I don't know, because I could see them. Wonder if they'll drop some hints of like. I wonder if we'll learn more of like the Mandalorian war that was referenced in Rebels with Tar Vizsla with the dark saber.
mm, that'll be
Because they
something.
could even like introduce it to people who don't watch the animated shows. Because I've met people that I know personally that The Mandalorian is the only Star Wars show they've watched, and everyone watched both Clone Wars shows, Rebels or Resistance.
Interesting.
Like because I do feel because even going into like Mandalorian, I figured a live action Star Wars show would bring the more movie only people to watch it. Like it would be their first exposure to stuff outside the films, because I feel like they don't watch the animated shows like both Clone Wars shows, Rebels or Resistance.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. So we'll see how how they do Mandalorian. So anyway, so final thoughts on the trailer of Mandalore. I think we went a bit off topic.
Yeah,
I just want to go through the like religion point, because I really think they're
Okay.
gonna go that route, because they have to also explain why Sabine and like members of her clan are able to take off their helmets and not suffer any consequences, while like the Mandalorian
Oh
cannot.
yeah. Oh
yeah, with
yeah,
Din
cause
Djarin.
Yeah, and like how he explains like how weapons are part of his religion, and like the fact that, and I think it works well, because think of like how the sort of Mandalorians sort of rejected their past, so it's not maybe something that's as ingrained into the culture as it was in the EU.
Mhm.
And then there's like various sort of sects, kind of like how you see in like real world countries where it's like, oh, people are like this is like Israel, where it's like a Jewish state, so people are called Jewish there. Like same thing with like Christians and stuff. Like with a Christian nation, it'll be like, oh, like it's Christians. So like that would be like Mandalorians too, and it would also explain why they went to war with the Jedi. It could have been like a war of ideology.
Yeah, it could be a good idea to put it. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if, let's say they like even a reference once they recanonize the Mandalorian Jedi War as presented in Jango Fett open seasons. They
That would be
recanonize that.
that would be something.
Especially with the because he said all the enemies are the sorcerers.
Yeah, because in the Jango Fett open seasons, you see the war between Mandalorians and Jedi. I mean, that would be something they could bring in.
Yeah. So quickly, the Resonare, the code, the 6 actions. They're the central tenets of Mandalorian life. They consist of always wearing the armor 24/7. I assume you don't have to sleep with it, but you have to wear the armor always. Speaking the language, the Mandoa language, defending oneself and family, raising your children as Mandalorians, contributing to the clan's welfare, and when called upon by the Mandalore leader, you have to rally to his cause. That's what it is. Those are the six tenets of the WrestleNaria.
I wonder if they could do something similar, or recanonize the whole thing or something. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah, probably bring it back for the more dedicated Mandalorians.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
All
Would be
right.
interesting. So, final things to say on this trailer.
I think we.
I'm definitely interested to see where it goes. There's
Yeah.
so many directions it can go in, so we'll have to definitely see.
Same here.
Okay. Yeah. I myself, well, we'll see if I'll be able to watch the show. If not, I'll leave it to Daniel and Wedge to watch it and definitely have the reactions and reviews ready in State of Star Wars. So,
All right.
with that, we'll see you guys in the next State of Star Wars video, whichever it is. Bye.
All right. Bye.
This is the way.
This is the way.